नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुर्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरु वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सखगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सखगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगतपति गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वर परम कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर गोविंद सर्व कारण कारणम। ओम तत्सत। हरे कृष्ण। By the costless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the King of Secrets, Raja Guhya. Now we are successfully studying in the 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the three divisions of faith. Now Krishna is teaching us about food in the three modes of material nature. So by studying this Bhagavad Gita, we understand everything what we need to know. The type of food what we are supposed to eat, and the type of activities, yajnas, sacrifices, and the tapa, the charities, and that is austerity and dana, charity. Everything Krishna is teaching us very clear. And we are supposed to work, we are supposed to act. Simply we are supposed to do the activity just because as a matter of duty. Karyam ityeva yat karma niyatam kriyate arjuna sangam tyaktva palanicha. So that's what Krishna is teaching us. So that means we need to perform the duty without any attachment to the result. Sangam tyaktva palanicha. Karye niyatam karma. So the prescribed duties. So we are supposed to do just only the prescribed duties. Niyatam kriyate arjuna. Karyam ityeva karma niyatam kriyate arjuna. So that is in the mode of goodness. But thinking that the activity is very hard to do and difficult and troublesome, and if we give up such activity, so that is in the mode of patience, and such kind of renunciation won't give us any results. Dukkamityeva yat karma kaya klesa bhayodyachet sakritva rajasam tyagam naiva tyaga palam labe. So by giving up the tyaga activities, thinking that it is dukkamityeva yat karma, so it is very distressful, it is difficult to do. Kaya klesa. So out of the fear of difficulty, troublesome to the body. So sakritva rajasam tyagam. So that kind of tyaga is in the mode of patience, and such kind of tyaga, naiva tyaga palam labet. We won't achieve any results of the tyaga. So tyaga itself will bring a pala. That's what we need to understand. We need to understand the tyaga palam. So what is the tyaga palam? Tyaga itself is renunciation of the results of activities. So that's what is called tyaga. So not having attachment to the results and giving up the attachment to the results and giving up the results. So that's what is called tyaga. And Krishna is teaching us about Naiva Tyaga Palam Labet. So a person we need to understand. So that means by doing the Tyaga in the right way, we are going to get the results of that. Tyaga means you are giving up the results. But what is the results of giving up the results? So that's what Krishna is saying, that Naiva Tyaga Palam. So we should never give up the prescribed duties. Yajnadana tapakarma natyajam karyam evatat. So we should never give up the activity because they purify ourselves. So that way, with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we are able to understand very clearly what we should do and what we should not do. We should do all the activities which are going to liberate us from this material bondage, material wealth. We should not be doing any activity which is going to bind us to this material wealth. We are already in this material earth because of the bondage. Because we are bound, we are here. That's the reason we took birth here. As I mentioned many times in the past, this Janma Bandha is what making us to take birth in this material world. And Karma Bandha is what is making us to act in this material world, to force to work everything because of the Karma Bandha. Bondage to work, bondage to birth. So when at the time of death, if we have bondage to work, so that means we will also have bondage to birth. So we need to take birth again in this material world, and again we will be forced to work. So we need to understand the science very well about the type of activity or the way of performing those activities. And all such things, we should understand this science fully, clearly, that it should not bind us to this material world. Of course, every day we are doing different types of activities. And all the activities we are performing out of force by the three modes of nature. No one is freed from the three modes of material nature. In this material world, we have taken birth, we have got this material body because we are under the control of the three modes of material nature. That's why we are here. No one is free. So Krishna says that in all the three worlds, so there is no one is free from the three modes of material nature. But now we understand from Bhagavad Gita very well, without doubt, that by acting without any attachment to the results, that means by offering all the results unto Krishna, we are not going to be bound by the results. Simply by knowing about Krishna, simply by understanding that Krishna is the Supreme Person, Supreme Personality of Godhead, simply by understanding that nothing binds Krishna in this material world, we are going to be liberated from this material world. Knowing about Krishna, by understanding, knowing about Krishna, we will be liberated, freed from this material bondage. That's what we need to do. By knowing about Krishna, we will be freed. We need to know all about Krishna. And we are understanding everything about Krishna in this Bhagavad Gita. We have no questions, no confusion, and of course we are enjoying. When we study this Bhagavad Gita, it brings us so much joy, so much happiness. Unlimited happiness. Sukham akshayam. Akshayam ashwat. The so-called material happiness is very limited. It's flickering. And at the end, it's only suffering. It's not real enjoyment. The so-called material sense enjoyment brings us distress. But when we are able to find happiness within ourselves, Bhagyasparsesu asaktatma vindati atmani yat sukham sa brahma yoga yuktatma sukham akshayam ashnute. When we are not attached to the external material sense enjoyment, bhagyasparsesu asaktat, when we are able to find a happiness within ourselves, we are able to enjoy, vindati, enjoy, atmaniyat sukham. So when we are able to find happiness, our mind is able to find happiness within the atma, within the self. That means he is situated in the Brahma Yoga Yuktatma. He is situated in the Brahman platform. That means he is enjoying unlimited happiness. Sukham akshayam ashnute. So that secret we are understanding very well from this Bhagavad Gita. And we should give up all kinds of attachments to this material world, because that's what is bringing us back to this material world again and again. So we need to be kama sankalpa varjitaha. That's what is very important. Yasya sarve samarambhah kama sankalpa varjitaha. ज्ञानाग्नि तग्ध कर्माणं तमाहुः पंडितम बुधाः. So the learned panditas, the intelligent panditas, they have mentioned that if we are freed from all kinds of desires and attachment, kama, sankalpa, varjitaga, in all our endeavors, then the fire of knowledge will burn all the reactions into ashes. Jnanagni tagda karmanam. That's what they have mentioned. Even Krishna himself is saying. Krishna also said, Yataidamsi samitto gnihi vashmashat purute juna jnanagni tagda karmanam vashmashat purute tata. So just like a blazing fire burns the firewood into ashes, so similarly, the fire of knowledge will burn all the reactions to our actions into ashes. That's what we are getting. We are getting this Bhagavad Gita, the fire of knowledge, with which we can free us, we can burn all our reactions. Tyaktva karmapala sangam nitya tripto nirashyaga karmani abhipravrittopi naiva kinchit karoti. If we give up the attachment to the results of our actions, tyaktva karmapala sangam, and if we are always satisfied without having any materialistic desires, nitya tripto nirashyaga, then whatever actions we perform, that doesn't mean that we are doing anything. So that means they are not going to bind us. Naiva kinchit karomi. So that's what we need to do. We are not the doer. Nirashiriyata chittatma tyakta sarva parigraha sariram kevalam karma kurvanna noti kilbisham. So without any desires, nirasiriyata chittatma, tyakta sarva parigraha. So by giving up the all sense of proprietorship, sariram kevalam karma kurvanna apnoti kilbisham. Just if we perform the actions, activities, just to maintain our body, then we are not going to get any sins. That's what we need to understand. Yadirchalabha samtusto dvandvatito vimatsaraga samaga siddhau vasiddhau cha kirtvapi nanibhadyate. So if you are just happy with what you get on its own, yadirchalabha santusto dvandvatito, freed from the dualities, vimatsaraga, freed from enviousness, Dvandvatito vimatsaraga. Samaga siddha vasiddha ucha, being equal in both success and failure. Samaga siddha vasiddha ucha. Kirtva api nanibhadyate. When we act, when we do our activities, nothing is going to bind us. So this knowledge we should have. So we should understand in Bhagavad Gita. So all these things can happen only simply by knowing that Krishna is the Supreme Lord and doing everything for Krishna and surrendering everything unto Krishna. So always living in Krishna consciousness. Then all these things are going to happen just like that. That's it. That's what we are supposed to do in our daily life. Everything, whatever we do, we should be doing that one only every day, every moment. That should be the way of our life. Unfortunately, the material world today is not going in that direction. It's completely taking us away from Krishna. That is the reality. If you try to follow how the world is going right now, if you want to please everyone in this material world, so we will be simply cheated by the system. Everywhere, everything is just business, everything just to make money. So all kinds of cheatings are going on everywhere. And we are all forced to accept that, forced to follow that. That's the problem. Because without the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, one cannot protect himself from the evils of this material world. Especially in this so-called modern world, it's really not great, not good. Everywhere there is bondage. Wherever, whichever side we take our steps and whatever we do, everywhere we are binding ourselves to this material world. That is the reality. Anything we do, it's simply binding us, binding us to this material world, whatever we do. That's how this world is working. Media is working for that. And everyone is doing like that. Everywhere that cheating is going on. So it's only full of cheaters and getting cheated. That's what is happening. So we can save ourselves only with this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. Because we are under Krishna's protection. Kaunteya pratijani name bhaktaga pranashyati. That's what Krishna told Arjuna. O son of Kunti, declare it boldly that my devotee never perishes. So being a devotee of Krishna, simply following this Bhagavad Gita, not worrying about the outcomes, not worrying about the results. So simply by focusing everything in Krishna's service, we are freed. We are very well protected when we are saved from this material bondage. So this opportunity, what we have got, we have to make full use of it. So that means studying Bhagavad Gita, following Krishna's instructions and spreading Krishna's message and offering prasadam to Krishna and chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra and participating in Krishna's kirtans and simply glorifying the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, all the time. We will be very, very happy. All our miseries will come to an end. That's what Krishna says. Anyone who surrenders unto Krishna is going to achieve Goloka. Mami partha vyapashitte ye pishu papa yonega striyo vaisyas tata sudras tepiyanti paramgatam. Even if a person is born in the most sinful family, if he surrenders unto Krishna, he is going to attain the supreme destination. Tepiyanti paramgatam. That's what Krishna is saying. So that way it is very much guaranteed that we are going to go to Goloka. It's simply when. It's simply a matter of time when we are going to go to Goloka. And it should be this life itself. There is no point in delaying that. There is no point in coming back again. So we should fully surrender unto Krishna and do everything for Krishna in this life itself and simply get ready to go to Goloka. That means give up all attachments to everything in this material world in this life itself. In this life itself means now itself. Immediately, now itself. We should not be thinking that we want anything. We should not claim anything as ours. Mentally. That's what is very important. That doesn't mean physically throw away everything what we have. That's not the right way. We have to physically use everything in Krishna's service immediately. That's what we need to understand. Whatever we have at our disposal, everything we should understand it belongs to Krishna and use it in Krishna's service. We should not think that anything is ours other than Krishna. That's what we need to understand. So now we are successfully studying in the 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So in the 17th chapter, what we studied, Krishna is teaching us in this sloka number 7. Aharastvapi sarvasya trivito bhavati priyaha yajnastapastatha dhanam tesham bedamimam shuru. So the food we are eating, so there are three types. Trivido bhavati. So, and also the yajna, tapa, and dana, that is sacrifice, austerity, and charity. So they are also of three kinds. So you understand the differences between them. Understand from me. Imam Shunu, you hear from me. That's what Krishna is saying. Even the food each person prefers is of three kinds. According to the three modes of material nature, the same is true of sacrifices, austerities, and charity. Now hear of the distinctions between them. So in the 8th sloka, Krishna is continuing what we studied in the previous class, that ayugu sattva balarogya sukha priti vivardhanaga rasyaga snigdaga stira kridaya ahara satvika priyaga. So it increases the duration of life, ayu, and it purifies one's existence, sattva, and it gives strength, bala, and health, arogya, and sukha, priti, vivardhanaga. It increases the happiness and satisfaction. So sukha, priti, vivardhanaga. Rasyaga, such foods are juicy, snigdaga, so they are fatty, and Sira, they're enduring, and Hridaya, they're pleasing to the heart. Aharaga, Satvika Priyaga, that type of foods are desired by those who are in the mode of goodness, or like Satvika Priya. Foods dear to those in the mode of goodness increase the duration of life, purify one's existence, and give strength, health, happiness, and satisfaction. Such foods are juicy, fatty, wholesome, and pleasing to the heart. In the next sloka, today's sloka, what we are going to study about food in the mode of passion. Katvamla lavanatyushna tikshna ruksha vidahinaha ahara rajasasyeshta dukkha sukha maya prada. Foods that are too bitter, katva, and sour, amla, and very salty, lavana, and very hot, ati ushna, tikshna, which is pungent, so which is burnt basically, ruksha, which is very dry, and vidahinaga, which is burning. Such foods are dear to those in the mode of passion. So such foods cause distress, misery, and disease. Dukkha soka maya prada. So that's whatever problems we have in our body, it is because of our bad foods. The mode of passion, mode of ignorance, that brings all kinds of problems to our health. That's what we need to understand. So today, most of the problems what we have in our health, it is because of our food choices. And there are no good choices anywhere outside if you want to eat. So that's why we need to make our own food and offer to Krishna and take it, everything. We need to ensure that all foods are in the mode of goodness and offer to Krishna and honor it. So foods that are too bitter, too sour, salty, hard, pungent, dry, and burning are dear to those in the mode of passion. Such foods cause distress, misery, and disease. By Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished the 9th sloka in the 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Let us chant Hare Krishna mantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, 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 Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, 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 Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, 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 Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Chitrita Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
for today's class. Acha, Guruji, I wanted to ask you one a thought that has come to my mind. That is, there are very different pictures of Krishna we have from his Bal Gopal day to. Is it true that is it likely that we associate ourselves or relate ourselves to a particular idol of image of Krishna?
We can do that, Mataji. Whichever form of Krishna we want to see, Krishna will reveal us in that form only.
Okay.
So whatever form, yes, Mataji, we want to. So we can, yeah, like Mother Yasoda always taught Krishna as only her child only, correct? She can never think about Krishna as a different, correct? As a person or something like that. Always for Yasoda, it's only child. So like that, it all depends upon what kind of relationship you want to have Krishna, you can have it.
That is correct. Because I can personally relate very well to Krishna when he is speaking the Gita to Arjun.
Yes, we can also treat like the Krishna as a friend, as a
As a-
father, or as a
as
son.
a
Many
chariot.
ways. Yes.
Yes. That is something I was wondering, because there are so many images we have of Krishna. It's not always possible to relate to each and every stage in his life.
That is
So,
correct.
thank you, Guruji. Thank you so much, Guruji. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Vrinda Mataji, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna,
Oh.
Mataji. I hope you are feeling better now. I think. Hare Krishna, Vrinda Mataji. I think you got muted again. Yeah, it's like there is some problem. RQ Goyal Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Dandavat Pranam Guruji.
Dandavad Pranams Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Guruji, sorry, I missed a few classes because of my other engagements. But more or less, I am following Krishna consciousness in my actions. And of course, it gives me a lot of internal satisfaction. But it is really tough to be a real Krishna devotee. It's not easy to be a Krishna devotee. But with the mercy of Krishna and with your blessings, we will carry it on. Okay, Guruji, no questions. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna. So grateful to you, sir. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama
Hare.
Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Kumbhanandi sir. Hare Krishna.
Asha Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you for nice class, Guruji.
Thank you, Mataji.
We should need to note our attitude behind our actions and practice observing our attitude as well as actions, Guruji.
Yes, Mataji. Krishna's
This
mercy.
is very important, Guruji.
All will happen. Krishna's mercy, Mataji. He will guide
Yes,
us.
Guruji. Thank you, Guruji, for enlightening us every day. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Vrinda Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna.
I was trying to unmute, but I don't know what happened. It was not getting unmuted. Yes, Guruji. Thank you for the class and to know that the food that we eat plays such an important role, Guruji. It is all our modes of passion, as you said, get control. Yes, Guruji. Thank you so much for the class. We missed the 3 days. It's a long gap, Guruji.
Yes, Mataji. That's correct. Yes.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. I'm in the hospital. I will revert again.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Ram. Mohan Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for the class, Guruji.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Grateful to you, Guruji. Thank you so much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Sumati Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank
Hare
you very much for the class, Guruji. Very nice class. And as you always keep saying about leaving our attachment to the results, I think that one thing, if we follow, it is so easy to be a Krishna devotee. I
That's
always think it's very easy to be a Krishna devotee,
yes,
Guruji.
yes.
Yeah. And if we do that and the few things like, eating sattvic food and singing bhajans or just chanting or even just, remembering Krishna in all our activities, that
Yes.
itself is enough and we can easily be a Krishna
Easily
devotee.
we can be a devotee. No doubt.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for the class. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Deepesh Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the class, Guruji.
Thank you.
Thank you for keeping us in Krishna conscious. Sumati Mataji said very correctly. It's simple, but the complexity is in getting to that simple. So, but I think we are trying. We'll all keep trying, so that is our progress. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Sarveshwar Vishnu Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, Dandot Pranam Guruji.
Dandavad Pranams Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Lakshmi Sridhar Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
By the costless mercy of Sri Krishna, I could able to attend today's class of Bhagavad Gita, the King of Secrets. We are studying about the three divisions of faith. Bhagavad Gita tells everything what we need. That is about food and yajna, dana, tapo, karma. We should do all prescribed duties with no attachment to results. That is in the mode of goodness. And Krishna says a person by doing tyaga, that is giving up the results, we should that is good. And we should never give up activities. We have to give up results. That then only we can get liberated and not to bind up with this material world. We are with Janma Bandhan and Karma Bandhan. We should see that our activities are not binding with material world. By acting without attaching to results, offering all results to Krishna, we are not going to bind ourselves with this material world. Knowledge about Krishna will make us free, and by Bhagavad Gita knowledge, we get unlimited happiness. This material happiness is giving us distress, whereas Bhagavad Gita knowledge gives us happiness. When we experience happiness within ourselves, that is the unlimited happiness. We should be Kama Sankalpa Varjita in our endeavors. And the fire of knowledge burns all the reactions to ashes. All our reactions will be burnt into ashes. Without any desires, giving up all proprietorship, just perform activities to just maintain the body. Then no sins will bind us. We will be free from dualities, being equal in all situations. Simply by knowing Krishna is the Supreme Lord, all this will happen. In today's material world, everything is cheating. Bhagavad Gita knowledge will protect us, and under Krishna's protection, we can get free from this material world. Simply glorifying Krishna, chanting Mahamantra, and surrendering unto Krishna, we get Paramgati, go to Goloka. All external activities we should do for Krishna service only. In the 17th chapter, 7th sloka, being told about the three kinds of food what we eat. In the 8th sloka, Krishna is telling the persons of goodness prefer food which will improve life, purification of existence, strength, health, satisfaction. The foods are juicy, fatty, enduring, pleasing to the heart. Such food is in the mode of goodness. In today's sloka, Krishna is telling about the food which is bitter, sour, and salty, very hot, pungent, and dry, burning. These are all dear to those in the mode of passion. They cause distress, misery, disease, and all health problems. Very nicely understood. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Manoranjan Sadhu. Hare Krishna, Manoranjan Sadhu. Let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's.
Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Very nice. Really, I was not able to immediately touch the unmute. So whatever may be, I got late joined. Really, the sloka is very important. It is now applicable for us, the modern man, how we prepare food. That food, sattvika, it is gone. Rajasika and tamasika, we are more prepared, but not sattvika foods. The mana also, not sattvika mind. That chapter 18 also like that, having all kind of the sattvika, rajasika, tamasika quality, how a sattvika man, how produces good quality virtues. And really, Guruji, because of so many difficulties, still you are taking without fail. You take your, as much you take classes. That is a great contribution to the society. And really, you are transforming us regularly, enlightening us. So that which it makes us mentally sound. Also, you also make our healthy and hearty by attending this class. I think we all strength, energy, bala, saurya, virja, everything comes out from only Gita. And this kind of sloka, and really we all health, that kind of parama ananda, sukha, yeah, saspata ananda, that happiness, and that we can say the satisfaction also, that pritaha bhava, jagrataha, by Gitam Sutva, Gurave Bachanam, Atyantam Amrutam, also Jivanam Sarthakam, Evam Nirmalam, Atheva Shantam, and that kind of food, that food juicy and succulent and more nourishing and natural taste for those who prefer the mode of goodness. Real nice class, Guruji. I am very indebted to you. Pranam, Guruji. I offer my oblations unto your lotus feet. Thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. Satata Naman, Naman, Naman.